Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl B. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you guys might have seen by the title of today's video, today we are making a creamy chicken pasta. So I've put together an ingredients list for you guys, which consists of chicken breasts and 1 onion, quarter diced red pepper, quarter diced yellow pepper, 2 bowls of baby spinach, and 1 packet of pasta. You can use your favorite type. For this pasta, I decided to go with some penne. Normally I would go for spaghetti, but this time I decided, let me challenge myself and do something a little different. Now we're going to move over to the spices and sauce list. So a lot of these spices you can substitute, but I'd say the mains that you definitely need to create this meal would be your spices on your right hand side. So your curry powder, garlic powder, aromat, paprika, teriyaki, and barbecue sauce. These will go a really long way. And of course, some red chili flakes if you like some heat. So first I'm gonna start by pouring in some olive oil. I never really measure how much oil I put in. I'm gonna say this is probably about a tablespoon or 2. Just gonna swirl that around just to make sure that when the oil gets hot, I can evenly coat the pan. I'm gonna go in with my sliced onions. There's no particular reason why I chose to slice my onions this time. I just like the way that it looked. Then I'm going to throw in 1 teaspoon of curry powder. I believe this one is medium. If you want to turn up the heat or you want to go for something more mild, you're welcome to. As I was saying, I chose to use slices because I feel like my onions are always diced, so this is me adding a little bit of flair. Next, I'm going to throw in some of the red and yellow peppers. If you have some green peppers as well, please go on ahead and throw those in. I didn't have any, so this is as much color as I'm going to be getting from these peppers. Next, I'm just going to kind of give that a good, swirl. Make sure I'm spreading in all the curry powder evenly over all the vegetables. Now I'm going to come in with a tablespoon of garlic powder. If you have real ginger and garlic, please use that instead. It'll definitely be more flavorful. Then I'm going to throw in half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm going to give that a little swirl as well. So mixing the food is very important just to make sure that the spices coat each and every single bit of the vegetables evenly. That way you'll make sure that your food tastes really good. Now we're moving on to the exciting part, which is seasoning the chicken. So we are first going to start off with some Fox Point seasoning. I honestly love this seasoning. It's such a good blend of spices and some of my favorite herbs. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that. I really wanted to coat a lot of my chicken. Then I'm going to go and put 1 teaspoon of paprika just to add some heat into our chicken. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over. Then I'm going to throw in my favorite combo, which is the Italian herbs. I'm just going to be putting 2 tablespoons of this. If you're someone who loves Italian herbs, you're definitely more than welcome to do tablespoons if that's what you like. Now I am going in with my hamburger seasoning. Now if you do not have hamburger seasoning, that is okay. If you have chicken seasoning or any barbecue seasoning, that works perfectly as well. Then I'm going to go in with my chipotle seasoning. Again, this is something else that is optional. If you do not have chipotle seasoning, you'll be fine. You can just add some chili as well. Of course, you guys must know by now that I love turning up the heat, so I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes. And last but not least, this is going to be my Lawry seasoning salt. If you cannot get your hands on the Lawry seasoning salt, that's cool. Regular salt works too. Or if you have any other seasonings like aromat, again, it's optional. So if you have the Lawry's or you opt for salt, you don't need aromat. But aromat is a South African seasoning, and I love to put it on everything. Hey guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this chicken recipe so far, and also please do not forget to subscribe to my channel as we are almost at 1,000 subbies. Next, I am going to go in with some teriyaki sauce. I kind of didn't measure this and I eyeballed it, and I'm guessing that it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. If you love teriyaki or you're confident about it, you can add more of it. Then I'm gonna throw in some barbecue sauce. You can put 1 or 2 tablespoons, optional. Again, this is at your own discretion depending on how much you like barbecue sauce. I'm gonna give this a quick last minute mix. If you have time, you may throw this in the fridge. Otherwise, you're good to go and you can just take this to the next stage where we fry it. Yum! Okay, so my onions and peppers are perfectly sauteed by now and they are ready for this chicken. So we're gonna throw it in and I'm gonna make sure that I scoop as much of the spices and sauce that is left at the bottom. Then you're just gonna give it a big mix and you're gonna mix it all together really well. I truly do believe in making sure that I mix food well enough for it to look like everything is evenly coated and evenly seasoned. I don't like it when one side of the pot looks more seasoned than the other side. Then I'm just going to throw in about a 1/4 cup of water because I just don't want my food to be completely dry. Don't want to burn and I don't want to drench it in oil, so I feel like water is perfect. I'm going to give it one more little mix. Then I'm just going to cover it and I'm going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to take the lid off and look at how that is looking. I feel like I'm really loving how it's cooking and the chicken is already starting to get some color. I'm going to go in and throw 1 tablespoon of dried onion. Guys, I love onion, so I throw as much of it as possible as I can. And I like the flavor that the dried up onions brings. It's so intense. Gonna go back and cover that up again for maybe like another 2 to 3 minutes and just let the onion soften up in there. While I wait for that, I'm going to get my pot for my penne pasta ready and I'm gonna throw in a tablespoon or a teaspoon of olive oil at your own discretion. I just really put that in so my pasta doesn't get mixed. Then in my other pot, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of heavy cream in there. I did say this pasta was going to be creamy and I'm sure you guys were wondering when that part is coming, but it has finally arrived. I will be adding a little bit more cream as well. If you're someone who wants to go heavy on the cream, you're welcome to put up to a cup of cream, but I wanted to kind of go light on the cream this time, so that's why I opted for a total of about 1/2 cup. Then I'm going to start throwing in my spinach. Oh guys, like this is the green color that my food needed. Like honestly, before I felt like it was lacking something, but look at how beautiful that looks. Like as I'm mixing the green in, oh my gosh, like I'm loving the way that it looks. And of course I have to taste it. I'm gonna let that simmer just for a little bit and I probably will be going in with more spinach. For now, I'm going to put in my penne. I think my water is almost ready to boil, so it is perfect. I have a problem with spaghetti because sometimes I feel like I put way too much than I need, but that's okay because everyone loves pasta. Okay, I definitely do not have enough spinach in here, so I'm about to throw in some more. I probably ended up using almost a whole pack of spinach, so if you get one of the pre-packaged spinach, maybe I use about half of it. And of course I'm gonna go in with a little bit more cream. Oh my gosh guys, look at that color. Like this looks amazing, this looks divine, but unfortunately we gotta ruin it and mix it in all together, guys. This is hopefully my last mix and I'm gonna let it simmer for about 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna turn it off. Oh wait, I almost forgot the most important ingredient, yo. I'm gonna throw some cheese on top there. Cheese to kind of garnish and cheese just to bind the pasta as well. Okay guys, so that's about it. In total, I would probably say I cooked the chicken for about 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on your chicken preference. Unfortunately, I did not film the plating for you guys, but I have some pictures to show you how it turned out at the end. Thank you guys for tuning into my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions about my recipe. What's your favorite part? If you have or you do your own take on a creamy chicken pasta, share your recipe down below and let's exchange some ideas. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and I will see you next time.